Let's talk about how the white church in America worships death instead of Jesus by sacrificing black and brown bodies on the altar of law and order.
See, segregation was simply just reinvented in a way that would paint the narrative that you're nothing more than a criminal, a stain on society, or a cancer that just needs to rot in jail. So if I'm a white man and my goal is to establish a separation of power that doesn't make me seem openly racist, but at the same time we still gonna be your masters and we gonna run shit, how do I do that? Eureka. We'll call it education reform, and we'll come up with housing policies. We'll call it urban renewal and welfare dependencies. Yeah, and my God, how could we ignore the war on drugs? It's not like we started out of anything. But you know what? We'll create something called zoning, and we'll call it redistricting, and we'll call it school choice. So you see, what really happened was every name came with a disguise, and every law came with a leash. So pretty much what happened was the slave patrol became the new police precinct, and the overseers took the seats of the legislators, and the plantation was simply turned into a zoning map. So now what's next in our diabolical plan? Oh yeah, let's paint the narrative that black people are just criminals, lazy, uneducated, shiftless, unfit. They're criminals and they're animals and they need to be civilized. And then after your master devious plan unfolds, you crack your knuckles and with the stroke of a pen, you come out with some policy that basically says, hey, we can violate them because surely they are uncivilized. And then you turn around in your fancy suit and got the nerve to call it law and order. You over police our communities, you stop and frisk us for no reason, you profile us the same way that you'll wrestle a Latino into a damn cage for simply speaking Spanish or eating a damn taco. You brutally attack us and you funnel us into your cages quadruple the rate of that of white people. And if you are placed in jail with even one conviction, it don't matter if it's minor, you right back to square one. And what's square one? You ain't got no rights. You are beneath society. You are essentially stuck in quicksand playing catch up for the rest of your life. A good job? Out of question. Good education? Toss it in the garbage. Housing? Wait for it. Denied. So now let me paint the picture for you. You realize that today there are more black men under correctional control today than there was enslaved in 1850. But yet you say we free and we don't got a target on our back. Now here comes the moment that you've been waiting for. How does the churches support this message? They support it the same way they did back in the days of cattle chain slavery. Churches don't challenge the injustices of the system. No, they reinforce it by bringing you into obedience. Back then they preached, servants obey your masters to bless the whip. And today they preach peace and order to bless the badge. And they got the nerve to say peace and order when there is no order. And what peace? You mean to tell me it's order when you have the largest population of chained up black men? That's order. Ripping apart families. That's order. Now how has the church always supported that message? They have